Hello everyone and welcome back. I'm Catherine with Catherine's Plates. Welcome to my home kitchen where we're going to make taco soup today. Now this recipe comes out of my first cookbook, Making Home Cooking Simple, Easy, and Delicious. I'm doubling it up today. I need to make more of my taco seasoning and I'm going to put that together pretty quickly for you while we're browning up the ground beef so we can fill up my container here. All right, so let's get started. I'm very familiar with the recipe. We'll put the book over here for right now. We're going to put in 2 pounds of ground beef into a large Dutch oven. Now, if you're interested in the taco seasoning blend, I have that on my recipe blog, catherinesplates.com. Big batch taco seasoning. It's so great to have around. You can doctor it up any way you want. If you want to add more of something or less of something. We're going to start breaking this up and browning it up. Now, once we get the ground beef kind of broken up and it starts browning somewhat, we'll add a diced onion into it. All right, we're going to let that go right here. I've got a medium bowl. I'm going to add in my chili powder. This is to make the big batch taco seasoning. Now, if you don't want to make your own taco seasoning, you don't have to do that. You can use a store-bought taco seasoning. So I've got 1 cup going in because I'm doubling up the recipe that I have on my website. 1/2 cup of onion powder. I'm showing you just how easy this is. Got some ground cumin. I'm going to be putting in 4 tablespoons. Just going to go in with my tablespoon here. 2, 3, and 4. I love the ground cumin. It adds such a warmth to the seasoning blend. Okay, I've got my garlic powder. 4 tablespoons. Three and 4. We're going to put in 2 tablespoons of smoked paprika. Nope. There we go. 1 and 2. We're going to add 2 tablespoons of black pepper. And this is where you're going to be able to judge how much salt you want to put in. I'm going to put in 2 tablespoons. That way, let me put a little bit more. We can adjust that as we're making Mexican dishes. Get you a whisk. Blend this together really well until it's all combined. Y'all, this is all natural. Just the seasonings, that's it. Ooh, it smells good. Nothing like homemade taco seasoning blend. Make sure you go all the way down to the bottom. There we go. I'm going to open up my container and we're going to put it in there. All right, I'm just going to use my big spoon here. Put it all in there. Woo! Now, if I have any excess, we'll just use another container, but I'm going to try to get it all in there. We're going to be using some of this anyway. There we go. Big batch taco seasoning. I doubled the recipe so it fits this container right here. And we got a nice tight lid on it to keep it nice and cool. All right, let's go back to our ground beef. I'm going to take a medium onion. I'm going to take off the ends, the outer layer. This is an important part to the soup. I think all the components are important, but gotta have that onion in there. I'm going to cut it in half. I'm just going to make slices through the onion, through the halves. Just kind of follow the lines. That'll help you. Then we'll just turn it, run a knife through, and those are our dices. All right, we're going to add this to our ground beef. Now we'll soften down the onion as the ground beef is browning up. Okay, before we start flavoring up the ground beef, we're going to go ahead and drain out any excess grease. And I'm just going to use my old handy dandy trick here. Just take some paper towels, place it down in the bottom of it after you've shoved everything off to the side, and then just push into the meat and get up any excess grease. Okay, we're going to start seasoning that up with our taco seasoning. Now you can use your homemade taco seasoning blend, 3 tablespoons for each pound of ground beef. So I'm going to go in with 6. Now if you don't have the homemade blend, you can use 2 packages from your store. That'll equal the 6 tablespoons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 6. We're going to stir that in. All right, we're going to add in 1 can of Rotel tomatoes. Now, Rotel tomatoes are diced tomatoes with green chilies. This is 10 ounces. We're going to put it in, juice and all. See those green chilies in there? Yeah. This is the original, so there may be a little extra heat in here than if you would have gotten the mild can. So you could do that or get the hot and have it really hot. Or you can add diced tomatoes in there, but we're going to put in another can of diced tomatoes without the green chilies. This is 14 ounces. This is kind of a dump and go soup. I'm going to add in 1 15-ounce can of whole kernel corn. Now you do want to drain this. This comes together pretty quickly. Once you get your ground beef and onion done, everything else just like throw it together. All right, just went over to the sink so I can drain my corn. There we go. We're going to add ranch seasoning. Now I'm going to put in 6 tablespoons of a homemade blend here, or you can use a package from your store and use 2 of them. That'll equal 6 tablespoons. This is my homemade blend. You can find this also on my recipe blog, katherinesplates.com. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. There we go. Kind of blend this all together. Now we're going to add in the broth. I'm using the Better Than Bouillon, and you make it per the directions back here. 1 teaspoon for every 1 cup of hot water. So I've got 4 cups right here, and then I'll make another 4 cups. Ooh-wee. Yeah. Let's get all that. It kind of fell down to the bottom there. Get all that out, because that's all flavor. There, I'll have my husband get me 4 more cups of hot water.
Put me to work.
Y'all know he likes to do that. All right, we got this on a high heat. We want to bring this to a boil. Let me move all this out of the way. All right, so this is what the base looks like. It's made with seasoned roast beef, so it has a really delicious flavor in there. All right, I'm going to whisk this together. We're going to add it to the soup here. There we go. Stir this all together. I'm going to take a spoon. I'm going to go in. I'm going to give this a taste. See if all my flavors are where I want them. Wow, that is delicious. I feel the heat just a little bit back there. Wow. Delicious. I don't need to do anything else with this. I'm going to bring it to a boil, let it simmer for about 20 minutes for all the flavors to pull together. I'm going to show you how I'm going to top my bowl of soup. Let's grate some cheese. I've got Cabo Creamery, seriously sharp cheddar cheese. For us, I'm doing the whole block, 8 ounces. It's a yummy topping for the soup, adds as a thickener, nice creaminess. Got some tortilla strips. This is like a salad topping. We're going to put it on top of our soup. It's tricolored. Okay, the soup is done. Ooh, it looks so good. We're going to put some cheese on top. Definitely some tortilla chips. These are strips. You can find them in the salad section where they have croutons and bacon bits. They have these right there. And then I'm going to top it with a little bit of parsley or cilantro, whatever you want. Here's my bowl. I'm going to grab a spoon, give it a try for you. Here's my bite. Wow. It's nice and warm. Got a comforting feel to the soup. That cheese adds a nice creaminess to it. Those tortilla strips, they add a nice crunch. All right, you guys. Remember that this recipe came out of my first cookbook, Making Home Cooking Simple, Easy, and Delicious. It's the blue book. You can find these on my recipe blog, katherinesplates.com, where you can also find the taco seasoning blend and also the ranch seasoning blend and the recipe for the taco soup. All right, give me a thumbs up on this one. Y'all, I will see y'all on the next episode. Bye.